proceed to dump it. So when the bullets penetrate your skull, you can see them coming. I see myself as a god, cause I believe in something, but it ain't shit, so actually I believe in nothing. All the demons love us, well on the flip side, the non-sick type see his ass completely disgusted. I preach destruction that's leaving your seas corrupted, it's peaking, a beast that bumped to the keeping, the people jumping numb. I ain't nothing but a vile disgrace, the reason that white girls date outside the race. Cut off your head, then I'm making it a bone. So every time I hit my weed, it's like I'm taking in your thoughts. I've been crazy all along, and they changed a bit at all. Got a dead bitch and an iPhone, I'm making me a porn. Sipping the liquid from a dead baby in a jar, going to hell and the devil's anticipating as I fall. I'm just here to be that main bad influence, cause all that weak shit I'm hearing, I'm not into it. You wanna find me? Catch me where the sentence is. I'm not like you, I will show you what the difference is. I'm just here to be that main bad influence, cause all that weak shit I'm hearing, I'm not into it. You wanna find me? Catch me where the sentence is. I'm not like you, I will show you what the difference is. Far from decent, bizarre scrub creeping. Stab your chest and dig the hole, fuck breathing. The pictures I paint, you can't unsee them. I'll hang you with your own intestines, that's a gut feeling. I don't try to be sick, I'm sick as can be. Making bitches gun fuck themselves to pictures of me. No compassion ever is in me for anything, I'm bleak. I'll break mirrors and piece them back together when I think this wicked tree. This is what I do as an artist. I'm a lunatic for pursuing this music I market. When tragedy happens, they're gonna blame the music regardless. One day it could be me over you that they target. But tragedies are nothing when the madness you're accustomed with. That's part of the path on this labyrinth of ugliness. Get your face carved, jack-o'-lantern pumpkin it. I'm digging my own grave and all of y'all are coming with. I'm just here to be that main bad influence, cause all that weak shit I'm hearing, I'm not into it. You wanna find me? Catch me where the sentence is. I'm not like you, I will show you what the difference is. I'm just here to be that main bad influence, cause all that weak shit I'm hearing, I'm not into it. You wanna find me? Catch me where the sentence is. I'm not like you, I will show you what the difference is.
Well, God, I guess you're my best friend, being I invented you.
You believe in God, Charles?
Sure, I believe in myself. Why wouldn't I? Which one? What Jesus? There's all kinds of Jesuses. There's a black Jesus down in Florida. He's having a good time. There's a Mexican Jesus in Mexico. I mean, there's all kinds of Jesus. Jewish Jesus. I mean, Jesus, you know. There's all kinds of Jesus coming back everywhere. And nothing can stop it. It's a consciousness that lives in your mind.
Oh yeah, we've got Donnie fucking Menace with us. That was Bad Influence off the his new album, Bonded by Chaos. I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is the Nothing Sacred interview with Donnie Menace. Donnie, thank you for joining us today in our little hole in the wall on the internet.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
man, let me tell you something, though. We've been trying to do this for 4 years. Trying to organize this.
4 years?
Since 2013. Since, I think that was the Threat 1.
Right.
I've been trying to hit you, man, and do this, and always something's come up or some shit just got in the way.
Something always
seems. Motherfucker sometimes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who Donnie Menace is, he's a rapper. Are you out of Las Vegas, first of all? First of all, why don't we just have you go ahead and tell us, like, where you got started? And I know you do a lot of rap battling. You got a new album out, The Bonded by Chaos. Are you originally from Vegas, or did you move there at a certain time? Where are you originally from, and where'd you get started?
No, I grew up in Connecticut. I moved out to Las Vegas in 2007, and I've been out here since.
Oh, nice.
What made you? What was the reason for the move? I guess.
I just have family out here, and just change the atmosphere. Honestly, it was just. I mean, I love being where I was, like where I grew up and everything like that. But it was just I visited out here a few times, and just I don't know. I liked the weather and just the way it was out here, and I just gave it a shot, and I ended up staying.
Oh man. That's cool. Well, your boy James Joyce, who we've had on the show in the past, yeah, he's out of Connecticut, so I guess that's where you guys know each other then.
Yeah, we met, fucking hey, man, where did we meet? It was a minute ago. I met him through this kid that used to cop tickets off me at shows out there, because I'm from Stratford, and James is from Waterbury, and this dude, that was also from the same town as him, that used to get tickets off me to shows. It was, I think it was a King Gordy show. I was opening for Gordy at the time or some shit. And James was like 14 at the time, and he had just brought this kid up to me and just had him rap for me. This one James had a little Jufro, and his voice wasn't even as deep as it was and shit.
Did you say Jufro?
Dude, James used to have the fucking Jufro, bro.
Wow.
And fucking, yeah, man, and fucking so. But I mean, we always kept in touch because I heard how tight he was and shit. And from there, I started hearing more music from him later down the road, and eventually he ended up linking up with us just because we had a lot of mutual friends and whatnot.
Oh,
man.
So how many albums do you have so far? Obviously, we got the newest one, Bonded by Chaos. You mentioned Threat. Was that your previous album? And or is there more?
Yeah, I got yeah, this would be. I mean, if the first Threat, it's funny because the first Threat was supposed to be a mixtape, and it just flowed like an album, and everyone's seen it as one. So I just kind of let it become that, I guess, in its own way. But so I guess with that being said, all the total, I would have 4 albums right now between the Threat 1, Wrath of a Menace, and then the Threat 2, and then now Bonded by Chaos. So yeah, 4 total.
Oh wow! So when was the first album released? Like, how long have you been doing albums? As a matter of fact, the question I really have for you, because you're also really well known on YouTube for battle raps. There's you get a lot of hits for those as well. Did you start that first and then get your albums going, or did it kind of happen at the same time? How did that go about? Was it more battle rapping first, then albums?
Yeah, nah, it was, I was always making music to begin with. When I was doing the battle thing, it was just more like a way to it was more of a promotional tool for me than anything. And when I got into it, it was so I can just bring more attention to my music because of some of the artists I actually ended up, that I enjoyed listening to, I found through battling at the time and shit. Like Immortal Technique, the first time I heard of him was on, seeing some of his battles on YouTube. Nems and a couple other people and shit just from back in the day, and so I was like, all right, fuck it, it's an outlet to get your music heard. And I tried it and started getting views, and then I didn't realize in the midst of when I was doing it, it started transitioning into its own basically subgenre of sorts, and it just got weird. Where there was more people that only gave a shit about battle rap than gave a shit about music. So after a while, it just started to become to a point where it was not saying I have any issue with it as it was. I didn't see it as working for what I was trying to do in the first place. So I just really started focusing on doing more music and shit from there. But I always have been doing records in between all my battles.
Okay. All right, because that's where I want to start out with, just on that level. I know you say you don't do that anymore. And I'm sorry, Max, you were about to say something, but...
I was just going to ask you, have you ever lost a battle? Because every battle I saw, you just tore these guys out the frame.
Judge-wise, by judges' decisions, yes, 3. My tryout, and then the one against No.
No, that's what I was going to talk about. I'm sorry.
What was that?
I'm talking about that No one because I actually watched that one. I'm like, what the fuck? And you look at the comments on that video with him. It's like you were robbed, man. Because everyone says that, at least that the comments that I was reading says that you were robbed, and I agree, man. It didn't seem like I didn't agree with that decision. I don't know about it, and it seems like a lot of the commenters on that video didn't as well.
Oh yeah, no, that was definitely. I mean, it's one of those things where and that's what I was going to get to. I mean, when it comes to the judging aspect, yes, there was ones where by record I have, but I mean, when you look at altogether the just YouTube commenter point of views and things of that nature, I mean, it's really just a matter of who you feel won as far as I'm concerned. I never really looked at it beyond that, but yeah, on record-wise, I have 3. But they're all heavily debatable just based off responses to them when the footage actually aired.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing as well. So when you did that, and how long ago, I mean, obviously you don't do that anymore. It seems like you got tired of it, or it just became something that kind of grew into its own thing that maybe wasn't what it was when you started. But did you write all those, or did you kind of come out of your head, freestyle more, or was it just written and planned more ahead beforehand?
It's all premeditated for the most part, but it's one of those things where you go up there. I mean, any good artist, at least I would say, goes up there with a good amount of material that's all prepared, but then are able to go and change things on the spot
to reply
and
or
make
respond.
It more relevant to then and there. Yeah, and that's what I always did. I would go up there with a bunch of shit planned and then end up cutting half of it out and just adding shit that I thought of right there on the spot. So, it really depended, but but most of the artists always have things prepared.
So would you do research on these guys? Okay, this is the guy I'm going to be battling in a week, so you'd start looking at his videos and checking out some of his stuff to get material?
Yeah, of course. That's a common thing. It's no different than playing a sport. When you step in to play a team, you're going to look at their game tape so you know what you're going against, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because I'm very big on improv comedy, musical improv. I like that kind of stuff. do it all. Like we break out the smooth jazz, smoke some weed, and drink a couple brews, and do some rhymes over. So I'm into that. So I think that it's interesting how that evolves in that way. The last question on that, and this is kind of an interesting question: do you ever have those battles where you actually do it to music, or is it always not to music, just because it seems like it'd be kind of more of a tricky to actually flow to a beat, or is it? Because it seems like most of them don't.
Camera, yeah, off camera, I have numerous times, like, and that was when it was, you know, like really like off the head freestyling and shit. Like off camera, like just when I was younger, I've done it before. I'm familiar with it. I still fuck around with my homies, just whatever, like on that type of shit. But like on camera, no, I have actually not. I have recently been seeing a lot of that becoming a thing now, where like they're setting it up with these premeditated battles and or competitions now on like shit like Team Backpack and whatnot. And the way they're doing it is tight, where these guys have premeditated material over beats, but it's all ill. Like something like that, I actually wouldn't mind. I would actually consider doing off the strength of like, it just sounds, it's more cross promotional musically than an acapella one per se, you know. But yeah, I've actually not myself on camera done that before.
Yeah, because it seems like the battle rap, quite honestly, is basically spoken word poetry battle instead of just like, if you're really willing to do a battle rap. You fucking make up shit while there's a beat going, because you can slow down and there's like stuttering and stops in between. You don't have to worry about any kind of pattern. But anyway, I just wanted to cover that first. So you went from that, and you've been in Vegas since I was born and raised in Vegas, so I know all about Vegas.
Okay.
So, yeah, we both were actually.
Yeah. So
you know.
So I moved out of Vegas. I moved to Oregon. So Vegas just caught up to Oregon recently in a certain way, in terms of weed and stuff like that. So you've been in Vegas now, and you tour all over the place, right?
I did my first national tour last summer, and I play a lot of I've been doing a lot of like random one spot shows and shit around the states. But I'm actually eventually I want to aim to get more overseas shit. But yeah, I've played a good amount. I've covered a good amount of ground around the state.
Oh, shit. So how was that, man? Your first tour, like, did you take a bus and shit, or were you flying? Like, was it ghetto? Was it, like, straight up, like...
Yeah, how was that?
What the fuck was that? That must have been a crazy experience.
Yeah, that tour was great, man. I was Liquid Assassin, peace to him and LSP. They had set that up for me to go on a road with Liquid. And it was myself, and then we had Liquid's newest artist he has under his label, fucking Sniper the Prophet. He's from this group, Windy City Music, and then we had this other group with us, 50 SOCF that Scum had added to the lineup and whatnot. But yeah, we did about, I think it was 15 stops total, maybe 15, 16 or something like that. And it was great, man. And we did it all. It was a van run, and then we had the hotels at every spot that we went to and shit. And but the whole vibe was incredible. Like, a lot of people, how can I describe it? It's touring, and no matter what your format is, whether you're on a bus or van, it's the most incredibly miserable thing ever. And how can I put that? And what I mean by that is, you'll be tired, like, it's fucking restless the whole time you're running through, but you're loving every second of it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's almost like drinking, you know, where you get really sick, but you continue to do it.
I wouldn't say that, because after, I don't hate my life after it's all said. You know, you wake up the next day, you just like, fuck my life for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but then you get back to it the next day.
It's not like that, man. What happened?
I said, but you get back to it the next day or the day after or something, you know? It's
yeah, like, you do. And that's really just it. It's just the lack of rest, I'd say, is the killer of it, but it's not one of those things where you even really notice it, because you're so busy and you got the adrenaline rush the whole time because you're ready to rock the next night. It's a great thing. I could definitely fucking continue to do it, no problem.
Oh, and you're doing what you love to do, what you were planning on doing first. You went to music, you actually have some albums that are successful enough for you to actually get on go into different cities and see people who come to see you all across the fucking country. This must blow your mind. Like, every night, like, one night you're in Vegas, next night you're in fucking Tennessee, you got some, hey, my God, Donnie Menace, you're my favorite motherfucker on the planet, man. And you're like, what the fuck? You know, like that must be crazy.
And they know your lyrics and everything. You know, like, people from that's crazy.
Hey, man, Donnie Menace is sharing root beer because he's splitting mugs. My goodness.
Oh, Oh yeah, no, it's definitely hilarious when you end up in cities where I feel like I'm about to get lynched and they actually like you. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man, music is the great equalizer, man. It can be felt by, especially when your lyricism on your shit, man. Because some of the stuff, the one thing I'm really impressed about your stuff is that you don't just. There's a lot of artists that do complex rhymes over one bar, bars like da 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 da. Like you actually go over. You have to listen to the previous fucking like half like 30 seconds of music to catch the fucking rhyme scheme of the whole fucking the thing you're trying to get across at the end of that scheme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you're actually planning ahead. You actually have to. You can't just like it's not just one boom like one and one. There's a lot of complexity there. So. Yeah, it's kind of the future. It seems like of just lyricism, at least. Hopefully, it is because it seems like people are getting back to that now. Because lyricism took a back seat for a long time, and we talk about that a lot here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where I wouldn't say it took a back seat as much as it is. It's always been there. It's just, how can I put it? You gotta, if that's what you want to hear, you gotta find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, see, it's lyrical
that's
craft,
kind of that's kind of where it's went.
It just seems like you take pride in the actual craft of creating complex lyrics that make sense, that also have good analogies and metaphors and all that stuff in it as well. While that was kind of a backseat for a while to production and image, at least in the mainstream, because in the early, I guess it's always been kind of that way, but it just seems like there's that craftsmanship that's kind of coming back into the forefront because of the. It doesn't matter as much whether it sells, if that makes sense, because you can find your niche as people who like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, one thing I've noticed, and this is kind of with the horrorcore-ish / death rap genre or whatever it is that you're calling it, but I've noticed, man, like all that racial bullshit goes out the window. Like nobody cares. Oh, it's a white guy on stage, or none of that shit.
Yeah, no, it definitely for sure. Yeah, I really don't. That's definitely in the genre. I don't really see where there's any like color differences. It's definitely very diverse and equal for sure.
So why don't we go into one actually here? This is actually from. Why don't we go into Obsessed? That's probably a good lead-in.
Oh yeah, this is off the
Wrath of Menace.
Yes, so let's go to this. This is a classic horrorcore album. We'll talk about that a little bit when we get back, maybe about how people, oh my gosh, he's rapping about raping, oh goodness, and all that bullshit.
Killing a bitch, oh
so
my
God. Max, what's this album from?
This is Wrath of Menace.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this is Obsessed. We'll be back in a few moments to the Donnie Menace on the Nothing Sacred interview.
Yep.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am.
You don't even know that I exist, but I know you do. And I'm crazy about you, girl, and I'ma show you soon. Every moment I use, I'm thinking about holding you. It's only a matter of time until I'm close to you. Since the first day I started scoping you, I've been in love. You're my new goal in life, and I'm never giving up. A lot of people think it's a kind of scary logic, but I don't call it stalking, it's voluntary watching. I know everything, your government name, your company's name, and even how much money you made, your social security number and the time that you bathe, even your prescriptions to some of the drugs that you take. Day after day, I'm out there protecting your home, peeping through your window while you're only pressing your clothes. Even though this time you're feeling unprotected and cold, you're about to realize that you're really never alone, baby.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
And I love you.
You have made me what I am. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
And I love you.
You have made me what I am.
Time is counting down, but it's so hard not to take you as I'm watching you from an angle like a guardian angel. It's hard to be faithful when I know that you got a man, so I'ma take him out the plan so I know nobody can save you. Normally I'll probably rape you, but that's too predictable, so I'm figuring out something that's more original, but just as despicable, cause that's how I show my feelings when I'm feeling a woman that I'm planning to give it to. Now back to your boyfriend, he's about to be boy dead. I'm hiding in the bathroom with a Mac and I'm pointing at him as soon as he takes a piss to silence, to spray the kid till he has 7 head and he's clapped in in the toilet. Then before I'm out the window to creep in the dark, I'm leaving a mark, so you know that you'll be in my heart. I'll put it on the mirror, so after you see that your guy is murked, written with his blood, it's that your secret admirer.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
And I love you.
You have made me what I am. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
And I love you.
You have made me what I am.
The time has finally arrived for her to get a surprise, and I can't wait to see the look up in her eyes, cause this hooker's gonna die and she don't even know it. And for eternity I'm gonna be the one she comes home with. The door just opened and now she's tripping and she's flipping, and she sees the vision of the stranger sitting in her kitchen. And I'm not even tripping, I just hit her with a brick until she fell on the floor. Now she's shivering and twitching. Then I took her to her room and tied her to a chair, sprayed gas in her face and set fire to her hair. Then I stomped the flaming head just to put out the flame, and now her face is burned up and looking all strange. But it's okay, she's sexy even when she's homely, so I stabbed her in the neck and then I skied it in this throat piece. I never needed her to homies, just some sex and violence. Now I'm back on MySpace to see who's next that I can get.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
And I love you.
You have made me what I am. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
And I love you.
You have made me what I am. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
And I love you.
You have made me what I am.
Yeah, bitches. That was Obsessed by Donnie Menace off the Wrath of a Menace album. Man, I love that Kenny Rogers sample that you used, man. That's awesome.
Good looks, man. Thank you.
What made you decide to use that? You just happened to hear it? And what was the progression of that?
Yeah, what was it? I had wrote that song to a totally different beat at one point, but it had a vocal sample on it that still matched the lyrics. And I just so happened to, I don't know, I didn't like the way it came out to the one I wrote it to. And then from there, I was linking up with one of the artists I was working with. Is my homie. His name's God Awful. And he had played me a song with that sample and shit, a beat that he produced or whatnot, and I liked it, but it didn't have the vibe I wanted to it. I hit him asking if I gave him co-production credits on it, if I flipped the sample and shit, would he care? And he said nah. So I ended up making that beat myself with the vibe I wanted, with that sample, the particular sample I used, and the lyrics fit perfectly, and that's how that song came about.
Man, that's awesome.
Do you
Yeah,
oh, go ahead. Good.
Well, I could tell it's an older song because you mentioned MySpace.
Oh yeah, that shit's hella old, man. I wrote that. It was meant to that song originally when I first did it. I put it online on like Valentine's Day. That was just the vibe it was meant for.
Valentine's Day.
Well, of course.
It was the
a love song.
Valentine's Day. Like, you know, some people make fucked up songs on random holidays. Like, I did that for Valentine's Day. I ended up not getting it done in time, but I still put it out in February for the fuck of it. Then I ended up going on the album.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. You get a lot of blowback from that. Like, oh my gosh, it's so awful. I mean, talking about all the violence and all that bullshit.
You know, honestly, you would think I get a lot of that shit, but as of now, I really don't. It's just one of those things where it's like, either you like it or you don't, and if you don't, you just walk away from it. Every once in a while, I've caught slack and people come at me sideways, but I think it's hilarious when they do, and I don't take it personal, because it's like, I mean, if you got offended, cool, it was meant to do that to motherfuckers like you anyway, but whatever.
That's a good point, man. It's like that's kind of the point. Thank you for validating my song here, and it's kind of funny. But do you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
you go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say that's the funny part though, because like, I love when you see people that boycott things because they're offended by it. It's like, you know, remember back when, like, I forget who, like, I think they even did this shit to NWA at one point, where, like, they did that whole boycott where they had all their records and shit, and they were setting them on fire in the streets and all that shit. And it's okay, cool, so you're damaging their products. But guess how you got them? You still bought them. So, like, you still put money in their pockets. So how the fuck is this, like, doing anything to them?
Right. Yeah. No, it's crazy. Well, like the guy that used to smash everybody's tapes, that Reverend Butts, same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you went and purchased those albums so you could destroy them. Like, how fucking
your
stupid
dumbass
is
is part of the reason why they're on the charts right now. Good job. And that's just always been my thing. If you don't like something, just don't pay attention to it. But any type of attention that, like anything in that nature, you're bringing attention to it, and somebody's going to check it out, whether it's to be offended or they might actually like it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, well, that's it. Some people will just listen to something just to get themselves offended and get worked up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Crazy.
yeah. Yep. And especially when you're just entertaining, it's like, oh my gosh, is he really gonna do that? It's like, no, is Robert Englund really burnt and has a claw in his hand as he's Freddy Krueger, killing people in a movie? No, you're portraying a perspective, and it's just funny that people could get overwhelmed by that. It's like, well, you don't care about other perspectives, as long as their perspectives that they care about are being promoted, but not the other ones. Like, you can have like violence on TV all over the place, but oh my gosh, you make a song, it's just fucking different. By the way, I was going to ask you, how do you do your own? Obviously, you got people doing beats for you and stuff. Do you work in studio still, or do you focus on like home studio stuff in your own home since the technology is so much better?
It's one of those things where if I work with if other artist invites me to work at their studio, I will. But anything I do, for the most part, I do myself because I went to school for it in the first place. And
oh shit!
I just feel more comfortable I feel more comfortable just recording my own shit, and then sometimes, like, depending on the record and how I'm feeling, or just my schedule in general, if I don't mix it myself, then I'll send it off to somebody. But most of the music I do, I actually do everything on my own, like recording and mixing, and I'll just probably have somebody else master it.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So you do it from a home studio, which is obviously going to save you a shit ton of money, so you can spend money and time on other things.
It definitely does, for sure. And it was one of those things where, budget-wise, was one of the things that definitely made me consider doing it, but just altogether, I just enjoy doing that shit. It was always fun to me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and two, like, Cruise Control's saying, I mean, now with technology, like, we're doing our show right from the house here.
Yeah, so, exactly.
You can just promote your own stuff, and you can also find your audience more, which is amazing as well. Do you when you're writing something now, obviously since you do your own music, do you kind of have a concept of the beat first and then kind of write your rhymes around that because they're so complex, or you just kind of write them and then fit them into whatever? Because you mentioned before that you did that, but in general, do you kind of have an idea of both and then combine them, or just write the lyrics and then think about the beat later on?
It depends. Like there's times where I will hear a beat first and then I write to it. There's other times where I'll just be writing a cappella, but I have at least a tempo in my head that I wrote to, and then I'll find a beat that matches the vibe of what I wrote. And there's other times where I'll actually hear a beat in my head that I want like to sound a certain way, and I'll write a song to it so it's just all one piece. And if I don't do it producing myself, I'll bring it to somebody to create the sound I was trying to do, and then make the whole fucking song like that.
Oh yeah,
nice.
It seems like some of the stuff like you almost seems like you have to have some kind of idea. It's not like cruising down the street where I'm rocking the beat. It's like you can't just throw anything.
It's definitely one of those things where I don't do it right, like the super old school. I just bought that like Cat in the Hat shit. That's not my
yeah, well, that's the way your rhymes got to be done. Obviously because they're complex and and whatnot. So, actually, you were saying about somebody coming at you sideways. You were talking about something on Facebook. There's a scam going around, man. What is that? One of these little scumbags.
Oh, it's every once in a while you'll get I get these things, but it's anybody that does music, I'm sure if they haven't been skimmed by it, then they've had someone try to, and if they have social media, like it was this thing just recently that happened. I forget the kid's name, but. And I already knew it was bullshit to begin with because I've had someone try to get at me like this before, and I've seen somebody already posting his name on Facebook about this shit. But I entertained it just for my own amusement. So the dude went and he messaged me trying to say he was a vice president of Taylor Gang Records, and he was and they were talent scouting for artists, and one of my songs grabbed their attention, and they wanted to fly me out to New York City to meet with Taylor Gang and all this. All I needed to do was pay a $80 registration fee, and they'd fly me out to NYC for this.
Of course.
So,
Of course.
I knew it was bullshit.
Of course you got
Why do you need $80 from me if you're willing to pay
fly you out. Yeah,
$100,000?
we're gonna fly you out. We're gonna wine and dine you, but we need this $80 registration fee.
Yeah, pay the $80. That's supposed to cover all your
$80
costs.
gets you $100,000. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
get the fuck out of here. But when I read the whole thing, I was like, yeah, I'm interested. So, what does this entail? And then he started giving me some other bullshit answer. I was like, well, hey, here's my next question. Then I asked him, so what song from me did you like? And this is where I knew he fucked. This is where he knew he fucked up, because his name, like, literally, his response back to me was Donnie Artist Page. Was his response to me as when I asked him what the name of my song was.
Oh, wow.
And I replied back, yo, that's not my name, and and I don't have any songs like that whatsoever. Then after that, his response was he just called me a dumb fag and spelled fag with 2 G's and blocked me.
Wow. Yeah, well, it's funny because it seems kind of hooker body in a way, because obviously he just Donnie Menace Page, like he has a programmed response, but yet he sure can call you a dumb fag. I guess that's a programmed response too, at some point.
Yeah, it was. I guess he just had a bunch of copy and paste answers, and they just have this little fucking bullshit ring running where they're just, I don't know. But it's just people do jank shit like that all the time, and that's just the internet hustle. And then you have people in real life that are just shitty promoters that will actually gas people up to think they're gonna. You know what? There's promoters on Facebook too. There's a lot of people that do this type of shit. They'll go and try to say that so and so is playing at this nightclub, and there's X amount of opening slots for it, and $150 will get you a 10-minute slot and all this bullshit, but they collect it from like 60 different artists, and then the show never happens.
It's hilarious. I'm sorry. Here's the deal. If you have to pay someone to perform in a show, yeah, fuck that right there. Just fuck that right there. When you have to pay someone, it seems like is that common where you have to pay someone? I mean, obviously producers you have to pay to get into the door, but it just seems kind of fucked up. Like if they're making money off the show, I guess that would be common though. Like, because is that something that you have to do normally as an artist at this point? I mean, I'm a little bit ignorant in that sense. Do you have to pay a lot to get in shows?
I have done it once or twice in my past, but it's one of those things where it depends on where you're at as the scale of an artist, like in terms of how known you are and if you have a following and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess that's
and
the problem.
Sometimes it's one of those things where, like, it could be if you know what you're doing and it's worth your time and it's not legit where you're getting ripped off and you know it's fair, then it's a fucking marketing expense. That's all it is. It's just a case of getting your set, because you got to look at it like,
makes sense.
If you're an artist that you're just trying to get heard, and your way of trying to get heard is you're trying to get put in front of somebody else's crowd of hundreds of people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, of course, they're going to want something from that because that's their what they have going on, and you're just trying to jump in front of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it makes sense too.
It's a business thing.
And the scam obviously wouldn't really work unless it actually had some benefits or some people that were actually like, hey, this is a big deal, and they have to make, obviously the scam works, there's a reason for it. So that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. It just seems kind of just kind of frustrating, they're getting...
Well, yeah, exactly. And the reason why a lot of these kids get taken advantage of when that happens is they don't know any better. So, like, they're just excited about seeing, I'm going to get the open for Lil Wayne or so-and-so, so they just jump on the shit and just send that money to this guy, and then next thing they know, their assed out on that bread, and they don't play the show, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's what's sad. It's because they want it so bad. They're like, oh, dude, somebody's actually interested in me. And that's how they look at it.
It's shitty, man.
Yeah,
it's a damn shame. I see it happen to a lot of people because a lot of them don't realize that they're getting ripped off and it's all automated responses because they're just so tickled pink and excited about the fact that somebody contacted them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's Vegas is full of that shit though, man. I remember that from back in the day. Like, there's a lot of scumbag, janky fuckers out here.
Well, it's
anywhere, dude. Vegas I've played shows myself where unfortunately, wasn't one of the people that invested money in the show. I was actually someone that was on the other side of the fence where I was supposed to get paid from doing it. But I get there, I get there, and the main headlining tour package of the people I was playing with, as I get there, they're leaving. I walk in and try to find the fucking promoter. He's not there. And come to find out, all the artists that were supposed to open it all paid this dude like damn near thousands of dollars each, and he took off with the money and never paid any of the artists. And it still never happened.
Oh shit! Wow.
That would suck. Yeah. That just sucks that you're expecting, you're taking your time, and you're putting, man. That makes you just want to say fuck it and go fucking work at a 7-Eleven or something, or work at a fucking Walmart.
Man, it's one of those things where, I mean, me personally, I know it never made me feel that way. It's definitely pissed me off. But it's like, that's going to happen in any lane you go into. Even if you work at a McDonald's, you think there is some shitty-ass manager that can't be skimping from the fucking register and gets all y'all fired?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's anywhere you go, you're going to have to deal with pieces of shit. It's just a case of if this is what you really want to do. You know
then
what I mean?
You have to deal with the type of pieces of shit that are going to be in the fields of what you want to do. Yep. And I'm the same way. Same way with improv, even.
I mean, with the music thing that you do, I mean, obviously, is it something that you want to do as a career, or are you just having fun doing it and you're just like, man, fuck it, we're just gonna see where it goes?
It's definitely something where it's what I want to do full blown, but I'm also enjoying every moment of every time I think some shit isn't going to happen and then it ends up happening. So I'm just right now, I really want to do it. I'm putting my all into it, and in return it just seems like I'm starting to see results, so I'm not complaining right now.
Yes. So why don't we go into is it Hit List? Is that what it is?
Hit List. Yeah, this is off the Threat 2, actually.
All right, cool. We'll go into Hit List, then we'll go into our final segment after this. So off the Threat number 2, Hit List. Once again, this is the Donnie Menace interview on the Nothing Sacred.
On Nothing Sacred.
We'll be back in a few.
What he does to your nerves is as frightening as what he does to his victim.
Yeah. Fundament on the beat. Night breed. Funeral directors, motherfucker.
Now once again, you fall into a dimension that's horrifying.
Take your family and do not come back until you're absolutely certain it is safe for you to do so.
I'm coming with that sick stuff, making every sorry bitch front. You would think I got a tooth pulled the way I spit blood. You would think I share root beer the way I split mugs. Fist in your face, then Jersey Shore fist pump your chick's cunt. I don't like rappers nor the rap society. When they grab a mic, I make virgin music, every track is tight. I earn that bragging right. You could add Prozac for life and get your manners right, it still won't be half as nice. I duff swaggins for public relations, fucking bitches in the audience. That's public relations. I'm something amazing, special, handicapped, mental. Every bar I gas naturally. Bitch, I'm flex fuel. Zip code, I'll go postal if I address you. Bust and put a kid on ice, no test tube. Test me, I'll test you. You get slaughtered, sonny. Leave you walking funny like your right foot inside a left shoe.
It's a don't test. I'm not an exam.
I'll run up on you with grenades in my hands.
You want some of this?
Motherfuckers trying to diss get put on the hit list. Get put on the hit list. I'll run up on you with grenades in my hands.
Competition is none.
I don't feel none of y'all.
If you're listening, you're guaranteed ridiculous bars. Fucked up like seeing a baby get hit by a car, bringing you harm. I don't play around while you played out like punchlines about splitting cigars. Recognize that I'm one of the rawest in the game, darkest in the game. Bitch, I'm like Martin with the pain. Heroin bars up in your veins, torturing your mind, tossing organs in the sky if I wanna make it rain. I do my own thing while you fail with your steez, looking dumber than faggots with foxtails in the G. I represent the rugged motherfuckers, and I don't trust you new niggas. Like a Uncle Ruckus motherfucker, every rhyme I write's ruthless. Homicide music, raps like The Ring, cause somebody dies to it. I'll pick up the mic and get props when I do this. You don't do shit like the Occupy movement.
It's a don't test. I'm not an exam.
I'll run up on you with grenades in my hands.
You want some of this?
Motherfuckers trying to diss get put on the hit list. Get put on the hit list. I'll run up on you with grenades in my hands.
Competition is none.
Yeah.
I don't feel none of y'all.
I'll let it chunky recite my bars to say my skill is dope. BZE with age rapping, I got the illest quote. Really though, I got a killer soul. I cut off Obama's face and wear it as a mask while I go and kill the Pope. I no longer give a fuck about the underground or mainstream. Fans are fans, I give a fuck about who plays me. A harder artist is a harder artist. You could take pride in a genre market, but that doesn't mean you are a garbage. Cross me and I'll reduce your faith when I start spewing flames out to make your skull and bones illuminate. I shred throats till the blood gives me trench clothes. I'll give your head beats, I don't mean the headphones. I'll eat a bunch of foods with nothing but gas in it. Drink a gallon of milk and I'll guzzle some laxative. Run inside your bathroom and dump a giant massive shit and write your name on toilet paper just to wipe my ass with it.
So don't test, I'm not an exam.
I run up on you with grenades in my hands.
You want some of this?
Motherfuckers trying to diss, get put on the hit list. Get put on the hit list. I run up on you with grenades in my hands.
Competition is none.
I don't feel none of y'all, 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 none of y'all.
All right, that was Hit List off of The Threat #2. This is the Nothing Sacred interview with Donnie Menace. I thought you knew. Yo, yeah, anyway.
I'll run up on you with grenades in my hands, bitches. Yeah.
That's the cool shit, man. So we're back here. So now you got your newer album out. Do you have like themes for your albums, or do you just have like a general idea, or is it just songs that come together and then you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna throw them together as an album?
As weird as this sounds, I do have themes, but when I make music, I kind of visualize it like in colors. I don't know. I'm really trying to figure out a way to make this not sound ridiculous.
Is it synesthesia? Do you know? Have you ever heard of synesthesia?
When I make music, I visualize it in colors, and when I do that, when I'm making records, like I definitely have things that I'm trying to say on the songs and direction. Don't get me wrong, but like the vibes I go for all kind of create the same color scape that matches the fucking album cover.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
well, we were saying, like Cruise Control was just mentioning. You ever heard of synesthesia, where people can taste colors?
Yeah, I haven't. I guess I know I have not. I'm thinking maybe that's what it is, that the way I can do it with music. Cause like I don't know. I seen this shit on a fucking Kanye West interview like years ago. This was like 2005, 2004, and I always thought like I was one of the only people that seen music that way. And when he legit he at one point used to make paintings of some of his fucking beats and shit. And it was weird because I always kind of seen music that same way.
I do that too. Like a song is a pattern in my head. Like a pattern or a color pattern or a color palette, where like it's almost like a strip where the beginning of the song might sound like a bass line is almost like a dark brown, yeah. So that's synesthesia. That's seeing, basically what's called, you're seeing sounds in your head, and they're a pattern in your head, or even a mood of however it is.
You can taste them too. Actually, it messes with all. It's like basically mixing the senses.
Yeah, you're crossing your wires from your hearing to your sight, and so it allows you to almost. It's definitely an advantage for musicians because they can actually see the patterns in their head. So that's interesting. So it's almost like a color palette, and you kind of match it up with that. So you've got songs that you've done that didn't match the palette and weren't on the album.
Yeah, actually, and they end up going on other projects and shit.
Wow, that's fucking awesome, man. That's a great way to.
Cool.
That's because then it's your own mood. You know the songs fit from you, and it probably actually is. Max, I don't know. I have listened to the whole albums, or at least I know.
I haven't either. I just had him send me 2 songs, and I've been bugging the shit out of him all week.
But previous albums, I'm saying done.
There's actually a few of them on that thing, and those are the unmastered ones. I just think like his I have the actual record done, but I actually don't have it on like my cloud yet, so I just sent you a couple of the unmastered, but they're basically the same exact songs.
Okay, and that album is actually dropping this Friday, correct?
That's right.
Blinded by Chaos, and you can find it pretty much at all the digital outlet. Is it just digital, or is it gonna be? You're gonna have physical copies too?
Oh no, there's gonna be physicals as well. CDs will be available on the same day and everything. The pre-orders are gonna be shipped out by Wednesday or Thursday. As soon as they get in, they're actually en route. They'll be en route in a day or so. But yeah, everything's shipping out. It will be up on iTunes. Maybe on Spotify and the streaming sites about a week or so later than the release date, but that's because for some odd reason all streaming sites take fucking forever to upload it through my distributor, but it's all going to be there.
Wow, so that's the 11th.
But it will be on iTunes. It's going to for sure be on iTunes for the release date of 11.
The 11th, 8/11/17. So this Friday we got a week about 5 days from now, man. I bet you're excited about that.
Yep. Hell yeah. And all the CDs at DonnieMenace.com as well.
Okay. DonnieMenace.com is where they can pre-order and purchase them when they're available, I guess. And then you also got something else, man. You got your release party on Saturday the 12th, man. Talk about that a little bit.
That's right. Yeah, it's at Adrenaline, and that's on it's on Saturday 12th. It's at Adrenaline Bar and Grill. I got myself rocking. I got of course, with my DJ and my man fucking Omega Quez from Nightbreed. He's holds me down on the hypes, and then he will be doing some of his tracks on my set. And then I also have performing with me Domes Gage, or formerly Kid Domes. You've probably seen him before. And then you also have my homies Dim, Death in Motion. They're a metal band from out of Vegas. They're dope as fuck. It's great. I'm actually very excited to see them because we've always wanted to play a show together and haven't been to in a minute. And my boy Insane Poetry, he's coming out from LSC. And shit. He's rocking with us. Yeah, that's my bros right there. And also I have this group RKB. They're from out here as well. They're pretty tight. They're showing support in the show. My man The Jones, and then Sniper the Prophet, the one I was talking about before that toured with us. He's playing the show as well.
Oh man, so it's gonna be a pretty packed set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show altogether, man. Like it's gonna be solid performances all the way through. And then also to anybody that is hearing this, get a ticket offline ASAP, and if you have it for roll call and you get there in enough time, you will get a custom mask made by my DJ and shit. And we're doing that for the first 75 people that get through the door, so get there early for those. And one of the reasons why I did that is because it's going to get people in and watch all the acts, you know what I'm saying? I hate when motherfuckers come to shows and then they just hang out in the parking lot all goddamn day when they paid to watch a show, you know what I mean? And just the way to bring people in there and watch people.
Oh, you know Max will be there probably like 4:30. The show starts at 7. He'll probably be sitting in there and fucking...
Yeah. Well, the show does start at 8, correct?
Well, doors are at 8. The show's going to start a little bit, like a few minutes afterwards. But yeah, doors are at 8 o'clock just to get everybody settled in and shit. And it's gonna be a good night, man. And my boy AJ, he's on the bill as well. Forgot to mention it. I'm sorry, but yeah, he's on the bill as well. And all these acts I picked are personal favorites of mine. I've played shows with them before and always enjoyed the performances. And I think everybody's gonna enjoy them.
Do you do a lot of local stuff? I know you said you toured in the nation, but do you do a lot of local shows around Vegas? Just I know Max, you've seen a couple of us, haven't you?
Oh yeah. And actually, man, I'm glad you moved from Fuckmont, dude. I hated Fremont because of the paratransit situation. They can't drop you right off in front. So I like it. I like it.
Yeah, we got out of there because of the politics, man. But to answer your question, yeah, when I do local shows, generally I'm supporting for a lot of the artists that I've just been networking with a lot lately. And but yeah, I definitely do a lot of local spots. Like generally, I work when anytime like Stranger M&E come around, I'm doing shows with them. And then I'll do like random spot on just local shows in general where I'll work with other artists and shit at bigger venues. And yeah, so every once in a while I definitely do. Been trying to space it out more and been doing work on more out of state gigs lately.
Oh, that sounds so cool. I just imagine just going out of states. What's the farthest you go? Did you go all across the nation? By the way, just going back to that little quick before. Did you go all the way back to Connecticut? Or anywhere around there?
I haven't played in the East Coast in a minute, but the furthest I've went recently is Ohio. And Michigan. We basically toured all the way out to Minnesota and back.
I thought you were in New York recently for something.
Yeah, I was out there to shoot the video to that track. That's another thing to promote. Shout out to my boys Real Wolf. I was out there to shoot a track for a song I did with fucking Lex the Hexmaster, Adlib from Bax War, and Jay Reno for the Real Wolf Cinema album. And Snow Goons did the beat for it, and DJ Eclipse from Nonfiction did the scratches for it.
Oh, nice. So that was for a video shoot then that you were out there for?
Yeah, I was out there because we shot it while Lex was doing the Eat Your Heart Out tour with Twisted, and because we just happened to be in the area at the same time. Because I was already gonna be in the East Coast because I was visiting my family and shit. Because just personal things going on at the time, and so I was already going to be in the area, so I rolled out there and shot the video with them. Everything fell into place perfectly.
Nice. Didn't you play Gathering of the Juggalos too at one point? I thought you did for some reason.
Yeah, I played a year before last, and it was dope as fuck. It was definitely a great experience. It was my first gathering as well, but I had a blast up there. Shout out to Psychopathic for having me on that event.
Nice. Yeah, because that's like a hip hop Woodstock almost.
Yes, it definitely is, man. The lineups are definitely always crazy. The crowds are always the shit. Juggalos are the fucking truth. Like, I love performing for them. Like, it's just they're some of the livest audiences that I've ever played for, and and when they like your music, they take you the fuck in, and they rock with you.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's awesome. So you got some websites and stuff to go through as well. I'm sure that we'll post the main. What's the if there's one website or one place where people can hear more or get more about you? Is it DonnieMenace.com or?
Yeah, DonnieMenace.com, which basically works as my web store, and then anything else, just follow me on Facebook. Just follow the fan page is The Real Donnie Menace. Then my personal page is Menace Donnie. I'm on Instagram as well. I'm on Snapchat every once in a while. I'm on Instagram a lot. And, yeah, you can follow me on any of those and see my fucked up posts and me talking about horror movies and my music and diarrhea and all those great things.
I was just going to say, and taking shits is one.
Taking shits, man. It's always good. So if you want to know what Donnie Menace had for lunch and if he sees it in his shits later on, man, that's something you can probably find out from his... You can find out, get some raps and talk about craps, whatever.
Right. So, yeah, August 11th, man, new Donnie Menace, Bonded by Chaos, dropping August 11th on Friday, and then August 12th, come out to Adrenaline Sports Bar. And that's, isn't it 3230 something? South Rancho?
Yeah, North Rancho.
North
Rancho Drive.
Oh, that's right.
North
also,
Rancho.
I forgot to mention, and if you are going to be in Vegas and August 18th through 20th, I will be in Denver with Quez and Dent One and White Cheddar from Nightbreed. We're rocking at LSP's Gore Fest event in Denver at the Roxy. And then we also have on August 26th, me, Dent One, and Quez will be rocking at the Attack of the Ninjas event with fucking Twisted, Blaze Your Dead, everybody from Magic Ninja Entertainment out there as well, and LSP.
Oh, wow. Is that in Denver as well, too?
Oh, no, that's in Salt Lake City.
Fuck, man. You're going everywhere, dude. You're going to Denver, fucking Salt Lake City, going to fuck up some Mormons out there. That'd be awesome, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Are you taking a bus, or how do they do that tour usually? Or is it a plane, or?
When we do Attack of the Ninjas, we usually just van up and roll out there, but we just hit the road. We don't fly or nothing just because we got to bring the merch and everything out there. And the same goes with Denver. We just all roll together and get a fucking whip.
Fuck you. You might get stuck on a tarmac for 7 hours straight and stuck in a plane if you had to fly anyway. So it should take you just as long to get there.
Allegiant does.
Cheddar's gonna fly out when Cheddar comes to Denver. He's flying from Connecticut, of course. Fuck driving all the way to Denver from Connecticut. But, yeah, with us being in Vegas, it's only a 10-hour drive. Like I have no problem with us just all rolling together, fucking just getting a van or something. Because I like to drive because I like seeing the mountains and shit.
That's cool, man. Well, hey, man, this has been awesome, dude. Your lyrics are fucking incredible, man. You're definitely one of those who just tears it up. I'm really picky when it comes to this kind of stuff. Lyricism is definitely something I like, and man, you got definitely have that going for you, and keep on going, man. Glad things are really popping up for you. Once again, it's August 11th, the release of Bonded by Chaos, and then the 12th is the party, but the main thing is that release, because most people can't bait the party, but y'all can get on to DonnieMenace.com and grab that album, or check out his shit. You can go to YouTube also and check out some of his old freestyle stuff, just to get an idea, not freestyle, excuse me, old, battle rap stuff, just to get an idea. If he can do that, then check out the stuff he's actually worked on in the studio. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming on.
Videos are up there the whole time. What was that?
I said thanks for coming on, and we'll actually end this out on one of the other song from Bonded by Chaos.
This is Postal, man.
And this song is my favorite. I just love that fucking the chants in the background.
Oh hell yeah, good looks. Yeah, that's this one this is Bonded by Chaos. This off of Bonded by Chaos track. The most of this record has collabs on it because it's just working with people I've met just from touring and whatnot. But it features Class. His Class's boy D Nice, and then my man White Cheddar from Nightbreed, and my boy Lord Speed from out here in Vegas. He produced it. Well, I'm sorry, correction. Trap Lord is the name of this production team that did this beat. It's my boy Lord Speed and his wife. They did this beat. And peace to them for doing it. And yeah, this is all for Bonded.
So White Cheddar, just before we go into this, White Cheddar, he's the one who did the rhyme in the middle where, because at first it's like, oh, this is going to be okay. Then he starts talking about like golfing and four and shit. I think that's...
He has the Cheddar's the fourth one.
Okay.
Yeah, and D Nice is not to be confused with D Nice from Boogie Down Productions, by the way. My name is D Nice
from Sick Noise.
All right, man.
Okay.
D Nice he's from Sick Gang.
Well, thanks a lot, man. Here, this is that song Postal off Bonded by Chaos. Thanks again, Donnie. This has been the Nothing Sacred interview. I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there, bitches.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
Today is not my day, and it won't be yours if you do not get up out my way. All I wanna do is stay the fuck away from everyone. You do not wanna die to get up out my face. I'm on one right now like always. Only difference is the level, top notch insane. My irritability's lower than it's ever been. Super running, you can beats, no Dr. Dre. No apologies for anything I do, because everything I do only happened because of you. If you didn't act stupid like everything was cool, bet you would've been stabbed with your neck up in a noose. Niggas are pissing me off everywhere that I go, and I'm trying my hardest to be cool, but once they keep reaching my limit is reaching out. All of my thoughts are just evil. I can't fucking stand it. I'm borderline habit that they can't defeat cancer. Ever meet a bitch as stupid as Satan for goalie, I'm gonna kidnap her, tie her up and stab her. Every time I go online, I'm mad as fuck because the idiocracy is so sad it sucks. I try my hardest to laugh at them, but I'd rather kill them cause natural selection ain't fast enough. Fake dogs and bitch dogs can suck a big cock. I don't give a fuck about what you pricks got. Reality stars are running the wristwatch. Get off the heart and rap to the beat. There's love in hip hop. Call it a temper or call it whatever. I'm wiping out everything pissing me off. Anything that is breathing I see is a heat. Then I'm working till every last idiot's gone. Don't think you know me cause I'm someone that you don't know. Schizo, psycho, maniacal, I'm loco. Mercy for you idiots is something that I won't show. Put you in a box and send you off. I'm going postal. What? I'm going postal. What? I'm going postal. Put you in a box and send you off. I'm going postal. What? I'm going postal. What? I'm going postal. Put you in a box and send you off. I'm going postal.
Yo, put them in a box and send it first class. Stick them in the ground and give them dirt now. Hit them with that riding in a hearse. Rap you niggas be conviction the minute I get my thirst back. Turn black. Hit them with missions and missions so you know the devil is here. Once I appear, give us some missions to fuck all the living. Get ready for fear. Ready for real now. You are not ready to go meet the maker today. Put them in graves. Throw off in the river and laugh at them as they go selling away. You are in the headed for war. I'm at the even the score. Why are you starting this for? I can ignore it, but fucking you're out on the floor. Scream you don't want anymore. I am not sure. Think that I need to explore the way that your head will pop off if I go swing a shovel and watch as I'm screaming out for. Get it, you're dead to me, nigga. Show some respect or you'll fly away like a bird, man. And I am not joking, so poking the fire will get your ass burned hands. The menacing bear on the tracks to survive an attack is not hopeful. And I gotta stand for the last, so fuck them all, watch me go postal.
Call them out and we size them up. We off the leash and we came to snuff. That sick noise coming at him from another atmosphere. Bash him in the head, yeah, I bet that was that clear. Gotta keep it moving cause we don't supply the same dope. Tag 50 rappers to a plate, but you know home. I try to be so patient with these rappers, but I lose it. The beats surrounded in the game when niggas so stupid. Cupid, shoot the wrong niggas and abuse it. Facebook, they feel it cause they feel so useless. When the fuck the dude start posting like a female. Even got backing for the pussy with a process. We just kill shit and hit him up with a song on. Tweet swag rappers like a Jew in the Holocaust. Rappers keep lying about money popularity. Don't need black card, he was cards and humanity. Middle finger up, y'all sick, gang. One boy down a Menace, we extort late. Cause these niggas keep hating, but can't maintain. That we keep their head knocking like migraine. Yo, rappers keep crying about drama and envy. Who fucking with us? I don't really see any. My city is gritty, but soft there is plenty. These others is buns with a sack of a grave. Get the fuck up out my face. If the shoe fits, make sure it's laced. We chop the arms, put them in the box. Cut them 2 times, that's an equinox. We murder everything that we touch, you got no hope. Everything is funny to the blade is an eighth throat. Larynx sticking down your chest with a stamp quote. Chip you in a box, bitch, to make you go postal.
Don't think you know me cause I'm someone that you don't know. Schizo, psycho, maniacal, I'm loco. Mercy for you idiots is something that I won't show. Put you in a box and send you off. I'm going postal. What? I'm going postal. What? I'm going postal. Put you in a box and send you off. I'm going postal. What? I'm going postal. What? I'm going postal. Put you in a box and send you off. I'm going postal.
I wanna talk to you, don't wanna look at you. If you knew what was good for you, then you wouldn't grill me with that crooked view. Talk about that shit that you wouldn't do. I'm not in the mood, I haven't slept. I'm exhausted, I feel fucking half possessed. I ain't smoked today, I'm mad and stressed. Fuck all lives matter, yours mad is less. Yo, what drives a motherfucker to tempt me? Why does someone always got something against me? You don't wanna get caught up in a frenzy. Warning, no one I run with is friendly. I'm from the brass city, brass balls and brass nuts. Fuck around, get more than slapped up. Organs mashed up, jaw get snapped shut. Some people have all the bad luck. Fuck people, I hate them all. Fuck rising up, I'ma make them fall. Step up and you're gonna defecate your drawers. You picked a bad day to try breaking balls. I swear to you God that I'm not gonna have it. Leave it alone and get dropped like a habit. Tossed head first in the oncoming traffic. Smack your wife cause I sock it to ratchet. Fuck you, fuck your wife, fuck your family. Fuck them twice, fuck what you love, fuck what you like. Fuck everything about you, fuck your life. Do you wanna get ducked? Do you wanna get snuffed? Do you wanna get run up on, jumped and get stuck? Do you wanna be smothered in blood from the cuts and quit huffing and puffing and shut the fuck up?
Don't think you know me cause I'm so